Everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. Tonight I am making a lemon soap, and it has just a teeny tiny little bit of raspberry fragrance in it, but it is mostly a lemon fragrance with essential oil. So mostly you smell lemon, but there is a tiny bit of raspberry in there. So my base color is going to, of course, be yellow, and I am going to probably add a little bit of Here Comes the Bride to that. I also have Really Red Mica from Nurture Soap, along with it's Mauve from Workshop Heritage, because I don't want a bright vivid red, but I don't want pink either. I have some embeds that I'm going to put on the top. I have these little teeny tiny raspberries and a couple different shades of pinkish and red. And I also have these lemons, this couple of lemons to put on the top. And on the inside, I made the video yesterday, the pineapple mango, and I was trying the ruffle tips to see if I could get some kind of a cool swirl on the top. Well, I kind of got a cool swirl, so I'm going to try to do that in the center of the soap. And to do that, I need it to be firm enough, but not too loose, but I need the yellow to stay fluid enough that I can pour on the top of it and then beat it all down. And I'm going to pipe a little bit on the top also and put my embeds in. So that's all. I've already mixed up my clay in here, and I'm going to go ahead and add my lye now. I'm soaping a little bit warmer than I usually do, only because I mixed this up later than I normally do. I've had a lot of custom soaps lately, and one of the stores here at the beach likes my just the round soap. So they doubled their order from what they usually get. So I've had to do it over the past 6 nights because I have a limited number of round molds and I refuse to order more. So I have been busy doing those, and they need them sooner than the 3 to 4 weeks. So I did a super steep water discount, 1-to-1 actually, but I knew all the fragrances I was using. They're my more popular ones, are the ones that they order. So I, know how they behave and all that. And I'm telling you, getting these out of the mold was like, they were harder than a rock doing it that way. Now, of course, you want to test the pH of your soap before you put it out for sale or whatever, but doing the water discount really made them harden. I mean, I could unmold them after, I could make them in the morning and unmold them, in the afternoon. That's how firm they were, and it was fine for me to work with because all they get is this one solid color, depending on the fragrance. They get one solid color, and then they get a white swirl on the top, so it wasn't like I had to do any major designs. But yeah, they're like rock hard already. So what am I doing? I gotta focus. Okay, I'm gonna put, let's see, I have a little bit more in that one. That bugs me. So I'm only doing the color on the inside of the soap. I'm not doing any color on the top. The top is actually going to have a little bit of yellow piping on it. So right now, one of these is going to be white. Hopefully that's enough. And this I might have to play with a little bit. I want more red than pink, but I don't want bright, bright red, if that makes any sense. So I might have to play with that color a little bit. And then this is going to be yellow. And the rest of Here Comes the Bride, which isn't much. I added these two when I made the embeds because I didn't want like a translucent lemon, sort of. Okay. This has to go in here first. hasn't gotten too thick, but I went ahead and put, this one feels like it's really getting thick, but both of these have the little squiggly ruffle tip on them, both the white and this color. This is definitely firmed up. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this one. I just did one color in each bag, and then I will do the white ruffle on top of this. So this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just kind of, actually I'm hurrying because I need to be able to tap this down. And I would like to wait till I got it all piped to tap it down, but I don't know if I can wait that long because I don't want to have holes or anything. I might only be able to do one layer because I'm kind of putting them in thick, which is fine. I planned on kind of just going one on top of the other until it was gone, but if I have to do it this way, I better slow down with it because I'm going to run out. Ugh. There's like air holes in here. So this is just basically an experiment, and I'm not going to have enough. I didn't plan that very well. I just started out down here like way too thick. Alright, well, that's the best I can do with that, so. I decided to pour all of the yellow in because I didn't want to have to deal with, you know, the difference in consistency, and so I just poured it all in. I did save some for piping on the top, and I also added a tiny bit of white to it just to lighten the yellow a tad bit so that the embeds would show up better. I've kind of gotten sloppy with this, but I'm kind of bent over so that the camera, you know, you guys can see. I wish I had a little bit of red to put on top of this. I don't know if like the two-tone showed up better in the other one because it was more than one color and they were all in the same bag, or what. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to have to wait for the piping to set up, so I will be back in a few minutes. I am back the next day to cut this lemon raspberry soap, and here's one of the logs. Smells. I love lemon. I think it's just probably the freshest, the cleanest. This is not a lemon like cleaner type smell. This is probably going to be a sample right here because it's small. This is going to, this is a lemon, like a fresh, clean, zesty, fruity, juicy lemon, not a, you know, clean your house type lemon. It's very simple, but I love the way the yellow came out. And in this one, you can really see some of the swirls, which I'm happy about because the way I piped it, I was like, this isn't going to work how I wanted because I only had one color in each bag. But again, I just do a lot of fooling around to see how things, you know, turn out. But that one's got some wavies too, so that's pretty. Oh, I love it so much. This is like a great, I mean, I love most shades of yellow, but I really had an idea of a yellow that I wanted in this soap, and I think it turned out just exactly how I hoped. I was originally going to do this in the center and put yellow on the bottom, and then this, and then yellow on the top, but I wanted to pour all the yellow just so I didn't want it to change consistency too much while I was piping the other, so I decided to just do it this way this time. Maybe I'll try something else next time. Those are fun to play with for sure. And someone asked me if you could still get the same effect with, you know, kind of the wavy if you use a rose tip. When you're piping on the top, you know, I did not this one, but my pineapple mango soap, I kind of did like frilly. It didn't turn out how I wanted really, but yes, you can do that with a rose tip just as easily, and I have done that in the past. I have a couple videos where I did that. And it works, essentially it works the same. You do have to, there's a little bit more movement when it comes to using a rose tip to do a frilly like that, whereas this sort of ruffle tip, it seems to kind of do it on its own. So cut a tiny bit of the lemon off. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.